Stop doing regular sets. It's fucking up your progress, bro. So just about 9 months ago on March 7, I used to be 115 pounds. And back then I used to get bullied and like shoved into lockers. This one kid even locked me in the fucking locker. And that like pissed me off. One day I just decided to like lock in. I didn't diet, but like I just started going to the gym because my school had a fitness center. They had like a squat rack and everything. So I just started working out there. And I did that for like 2 or 3 months, and in that time I actually put on like a considerable amount of like muscle mass. Like I think I went from 115 pounds to like 130, like 15 pounds in like 2 or 3 months. Then I started realizing that, and then like people started noticing like me getting bigger. So then I started to diet. I started doing 190 to 210 grams of protein per day, plus like, this is the crazy part, like 4k to like 5k calories. And that's how you gain weight as a skinny guy. You just keep eating till you gain weight, and the more you eat the better. It doesn't matter what you're eating, like as long as you hit your protein intake. And then for carbs, you can eat anything, bro. Like Sam Solik's actually onto something. You could just eat like Cinnamon Toast Crunch, like cheeseburgers, whatever the fuck you want. And as long as you're gaining weight, that's good. Because when you start off bodybuilding, you shouldn't really cut. Unless you're like really obese, then you should cut, then bulk. So yeah, that's what I did. Then after like the 6-month mark, I gained so much weight, bro. Like I think by then I gained like 50 or 60 pounds. That's when I started comparing myself to like Alex Eubank and like David Late. Because I had enough muscle mass to be on par with them, right? But the thing is, I was not as lean as them. So I was like, yo, I still need to keep bulking. That was my mistake. But I am glad I bulked to 195, because now I have like really good amount of muscle mass. And I did all this shit without creatine or like pre-workout. So you don't need to use that either. But if you're gonna use creatine, you're gonna do better than I did, bro. Like, because creatine, according to Jeff Nippard, it increases your muscle growth process by like 1/3. So you'd have like 1/3 more progress than me theoretically. Obviously we have different genetics, but bro, creatine makes a world of difference. And if you have access to it, definitely take it, because it's still natty. I just don't take it because I was too broke to buy it, bro. I'm not gonna lie. You might be saying, that's pretty normal. But what did I do in the gym? This is how I actually got this much progress, right? So I saw guys like Sam Solik and like Alex, literally everybody in the fitness industry doing like 4 sets of 12 or something. But 4 sets individually is nowhere as good as 2 sets that are supersets. That's the key. You need to stop doing regular sets and do supersets and drop sets exclusively. Cause like when I started training after like a month or 2, I realized that these singular sets to failure are not challenging enough. It's not putting enough tension on the muscle to send the signals to my brain that my muscle needs to grow. So what did I do? I started doing sets without rest piled on top of each other. That's when I found Arnold's blueprint to cut. I'm pretty sure on that he talked about how he did like bench press, incline bench, then instantly moved on to like pull downs. So I did that too, right? A chest and back day split, the Arnold split, but that didn't really work out either. So I thought, what if I do supersets, but instead with the same muscle group? So I did like incline bench, then moved into cable flies instantly. Bro, that's when it fucking clicked in, right? The pump was so crazy. Like my muscle literally expanded like double in size after that one workout. Obviously it was the pump. Without the pump it's not that big. But the muscle growth after like just 2 of those workouts in the cycle was insane. So talking about my workout split, this is what I'm doing currently that got me to where I am. basically on day 1, you're gonna want to do chest and side delts, maybe some triceps if you have some time. Day 2, you want to do back and rear delts, maybe some biceps if you have some time. After that, you want to do an arm day. With arms, it's not going to take very long, right? It's only like 2 muscle groups, relatively small. So if you want, you can do some extra shoulders, side delts. Side delts are the main thing to making you look aesthetic. It makes your shoulder to waist ratio that much better. Like not front delts or rear delts. Those are important too, but like side delts are the main thing. And then last day is obviously leg day, my favorite, you know. This idea on leg day like really makes your leg grow, because like I do barbell squats to failure, supersetted by leg extensions to failure, supersetted by sissy squats to failure. And I literally just do 3 to 4 sets of that superset, and that's it for quads. Like just 3 to 4 sets, right? That's all you need to do. You don't need to do like really high amount of sets, or like you don't need to stay in the gym for that long if you're doing supersets. So it saves you time, and the gains are just better. It's way better. Like you gotta start doing supersets and drop sets. And yes, I know doing supersets with 2 different exercises in a public gym is gonna be very, very difficult, because there are these like old guys sitting on the squat rack for like hours at a time. Like what the fuck are they doing? But anyway, like instead of doing supersets, if it's not available to you, just do drop sets. It's equally as good. In fact, it might even be better, since it's the same exercise, fatiguing the same muscle, putting more tension on that muscle. For example, let's say you're at the gym, you found a fucking bench, get on that, do spider curls with dumbbell or even like a easy curl bar, and then as you do the barbell curl, once you hit failure, drop it, and then get another pair of dumbbells that are lighter, then just keep repping out. And if you can't do reps, the main thing, do lengthened partials, right? So keep your hand lengthened and just do half reps. Studies have actually shown, new studies, they say that lengthened partials give you more, about 50% more muscle mass gains than just doing regular sets. So doing partials at the end is definitely one of the key. And doing partials with supersets and drop sets is easy, because since your muscles are already so fatigued, you won't really be able to get full reps on the second part of the superset or drop set. So you're gonna want to do partials anyway, and that's just gonna be insane. So you might be wondering, if you want to look buff and aesthetic at the same time, what weight should you bulk to? And that's a good question, because at different heights you should bulk to different weights, and generally the shorter you are, the less weight you should bulk to. For example, if you're like a 5'4" guy, I would recommend bulking to around 170. But if you're 6'2", definitely like 220 or 230. So as you get taller, I'd recommend gaining more and more weight. So I would say around 170 to 220 is a good range for bulk. For me, I'm 5'10", I bulk to 195. I technically didn't need to. I should have only bulked to 180. But as I told you before, you know, the bulk got kind of out of hand, gained some excess body fat, but also gained extra muscle as well when I got to that 195. So that worked for me. And you just have to keep bulking till you know that you're fat enough and you need to cut. That's literally the end of it, you know? By the time this video goes up, I will be on my cut. But if you want a bulking diet video or even a cutting diet video, please let me know. But I also know that if you subscribe to me, your gains will multiply by 2, so it'll make twice as much progress. So, you know, try it out.